Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is February the 18th, 2018. Strong hand. Long-term thinking. All right, people, I want you to check out the link section below. Someone just sent €2 to start off the show because I said strong hand. Thank you, Marcelo DeMello, over there in the super chat, all my live viewers. I was just on the Andy Hoffman show on the World Crypto Network. Check out that link below, but also check out Friday's This Week in Bitcoin show. We talked a lot about that on Andy Hoffman's show just a few minutes ago. It was one of the best This Week in Bitcoin shows ever. We had some news about Ethereum Classic, about Bprivate, and of course, check out the links below to see all sorts of old shows of mine and to get a Trezor discount, to get cool t-shirts from Cryptograffiti and CryptoHWWallet.com and all sorts of other informative links in the notes section below this show. All right, so and of course, check me out at Twitter at TechBalt and on Steemit at BitcoinMeister. Things are really jumping over there. And I wanted to add to all my people of the world, I've added another stop before I get back to Baltimore. I'll be in Buenos Aires, Argentina, March 18th, 19th, and 20th. March 18th, 19th, and 20th. If you want to hang, especially on the 20th, contact me at adam@trezorhelp.com. Someone by the name of Crypto Nick just sent $2 in the super chat. Thank you much. And again, thank you, Marcelo, also. He said, what am I gonna do? Said Crypto Nick. Well, yeah, what are you gonna do, man? It's try to get one Bitcoin. That's what you're gonna try to do. Got to build it up slowly, or just go spend $10,000 right now and get yourself one Bitcoin. You know, it's fun. It's about getting one Bitcoin, then two Bitcoin. Just be a long-term thinker. So, yeah, you can email me at adam@trezorhelp.com if you need a crypto consultation or help setting up your Trezor. You just want to talk about whatever. Yeah, or you can hang out with me in person. That's another. I'll be in South Africa, obviously, on the 5th to the 12th on what is that? March 5th to 12th. We'll talk more about that later. So let's talk about Ethereum Classic right now in the show. You know, I'm not one to talk about altcoins very much, but Moneytrigz, who revealed all that awesome information about Ethereum Classic on my This Week in Bitcoin show on Friday, which is a must-watch show. And I know a lot of you did check it out after I told you to check it out. So thank you. And you're better off from listening. And Andy Hoffman loved some of the stuff that was on that Moneytrigz brought up about Aruba on there. But something that Moneytrigz sent me, he forgot to mention on my show. He's talking about the miners and Barry Silbert and how, you know, they know each other and they've met at Ethereum Classic conferences before. And one might think that if Ethereum has this proof of stake, proof of work issue, that many will go over to Ethereum Classic. Well, if he forgot to mention, if that happens, then Brian Armstrong at Coinbase, he's in that little clique of people also with the miners and the Barry Silberts of the world. You know, the people that tried to be involved with the New York agreement and the 2X stuff and these compromise type of individuals and groups. Well, if all those dudes go over to Ethereum Classic, then Moneytrigz speculates that perhaps Ethereum Classic will be the next one to be listed on Coinbase because Brian Armstrong's down with those people. So, I mean, that's something else to keep in mind about this Ethereum Classic as a speculation. Again, I only tell people to buy Bitcoin. That's what I've only spent fiat on Bitcoin. But I do bring up when I think there's a good speculation out there. And I've rarely done that. And what I mean by good speculation, I mean, if you're already in a solid financial position, if you're a real grown-up who doesn't have debt and who lives a comfortable lifestyle, then yeah, man, you can risk if you're willing to risk something that you're willing to lose all of it, then, you know, when I mentioned on December the 26th that Zclassic was a good speculation, and I was correct about that. So yeah, Ethereum Classic is it's an intriguing speculation for those who are in good financial positions. But you know, there's all these people that are always asking, "What do you think about Litecoin? What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell people to buy those things. I'm just not going to do that because I believe that over the long term, Bitcoin is the best. Bitcoin, you value your wealth in Bitcoin. If you have fiat, you only use fiat to get Bitcoin. And then again, if you've gotten a lot of free crypto dividends, and then sure, turn some of those crypto dividends into whatever, as I admitted, I turned some of those crypto dividends into Zclassic right after I said it was a good speculation. Again, I am very well off when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's no secret. I've been talking about buying Bitcoin since 2013. Okay, so I'm in a unique or in a comfortable situation where I can, you know, I get a bunch of free B gold. Why not turn some of it into some Zclassic? And it looks like that was a good idea. But again, it was a huge risk. It's a risk. I was willing to lose all my B gold because I got the B gold for free in the first place. All right, enough of that. So yeah, who knows? Maybe by the end of the year, Ethereum Classic will be on Coinbase. Pound that like button, subscribe to this channel, and of course, check out the link section below. See all the archive videos and learn a lot, and check out the World Crypto Network podcast, and just check out the World Crypto Network. And, you know, speaking about the World Crypto Network and Adam Meister, I am listening, or the BitcoinMeister, that's what people call me. I was listening to Sandman. Sandman is a big MGTOW guy. He's got this big YouTube channel, many followers. And as a lot of you have noticed, I have said that MGTOW and Bitcoin is just a great combination. Guys who are independent, who have gone their own way, who know how to manage their money correctly, they should be diversifying into Bitcoin. They really should. And these MGTOW content producers, and Benjamin MGTOW always talks about Bitcoin. He's a great fan of Bitcoin. But not all these MGTOW producers talk about Bitcoin. Some of them are just conspiracy theorists where they don't trust Bitcoin and just doom porners. I mean, whatever. But Sandman reads off a letter he got from someone, a fan. And this fan is a 50-something-year-old guy in Toronto. And whoever you are, fan in Toronto, thank you very much, because in it, he gets Sandman to talk about Bitcoin. This guy from Toronto was a big fan of Bitcoin. And he says the only channels that MGTOW, that the people should check out about Bitcoin are the World Crypto Network and the BitcoinMeister. So Sandman today on his channel mentioned World Crypto Network, Bitcoin, and the BitcoinMeister. So that guy in Toronto, who is obviously a fan of my show, whoever you are, and I think I might know who you are, because I know a few dudes in Toronto who are who've contacted me over a period of time. No, I don't know who did it. I know someone in Montreal. I know some, maybe it was one of the guys in Toronto who's contacted me over time. I don't think it is, though. I don't know any 50-somethings from Toronto. But thank you very much for doing that. You spread the word about Bitcoin to people. You spread the word about the World Crypto Network to people, to men out there. So hopefully some of the guys out there who heard Sandman just use the word Bitcoin today will buy it. Again, I think it's the perfect combo. And I hope more and more MGTOWs get into Bitcoin. And again, Bitcoin is, if you're in fear of divorce, you should definitely start putting some of your assets into Bitcoin, because you're not going to, the individual who is trying to divorce you is going to try to take every penny of yours, and they won't be able to take the Bitcoin. So that's a good use case for Bitcoin. And we've talked about this on here before. Eventually MGTOWs talked about it. And maybe some MGTOW people out there, maybe Sandman will get convinced. I don't think Sandman is a fan of Bitcoin. He's not a big fan of Bitcoin, at least. He talks about gold still and stuff. All right, but yeah, thank you, dude, in Toronto for giving the awesome content producers out there a shout out. You're obviously a 20%er who likes to learn about Bitcoin and wants to get educated from original content producers. All right. So I was just on Andy Hoffman's show on World Crypto Network, obviously, and that is linked to below. We talked about Bprivate, Rhodium, the little Monero V, all sorts of things. Just the stuff that Andy likes to talk about. Ethereum Classic a little bit. So check it out. It was just filmed. Some of you just probably came that are watching this live or just watching it, watching his show and then just jumped over to my show. So that's pretty cool. But if you're watching this tape, check out his show too. Check out the World Crypto Network. Of course, Vortex will be on later in the day. Over at night, I love Vortex also. Love everybody over there. And again, yeah, my international show will be on there soon. I've got, Thomas sent me the login information. I could log in there right now. I don't have a lot of time. I just don't have a lot of time. I really don't. And I want this, if I'm gonna make a show there live, I want it to be good. I want to have good guests. But for now, you tune into the World Crypto Network on the World Crypto Network podcast. You'll get all our shows all together, and you'll be able to listen to it. You'll be able to play it at double speed if you want to, and it'll sound like I am on speed. And yes, again, there's some newbies here. I noticed. I do look over the chat afterwards. I can't see the chat right now unless you do the super chat. I look over it sometimes after the show's done, and some people are like, "Adam, are you drunk?" No, I don't. I live a very healthy lifestyle. I don't drink at all. I haven't been legally intoxicated probably since I was buzzed in, when was it, 2014? And before that, who knows? So I haven't had alcohol since 2014, I don't think. So I'm never going to have alcohol again. I might have a little sip of wine here and there for a Jewish holiday, obviously, but I don't ever plan to be drunk again in my life, and I don't eat any processed foods. I'm very, very healthy. Run 20 miles a week. I just did my big sprints today. So yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with the Meister lifestyle, it's just total health nut now, and I can give things up just like that. It's very easy for me to just say, no more pork, no more alcohol. That's it. I can just turn. And I know it's not easy for everyone to do that in this world. All right. So, and I'm not saying for people to try to do things that I do either. You have to gradually build up to certain things in life. And that's what life is about. Ease yourself into better ways of life. Ease yourself into a long-term thinking mindset. And that's what this channel is about. I'm about getting people slowly to think long-term, to shoot for the year 2020 instead of panicking when Bitcoin goes down to $6,000. I mean, was there any reason to panic now? I mean, we're just a few weeks later and Bitcoin is wherever it is now, close to 11,000. I don't even know where it is. I don't care about the price. I value my wealth in Bitcoin. I'm trying to get more Bitcoin. And that's why I'm excited about this Bprivate thing coming up. We're going to talk about that in a second. And yes, that second is right now. There's a tweet out there that's a poll. Should Bittrex exchange support the Zclassic fork on February 28th? Vote. So I linked to that below, and they're talking about how Zclassic, basically, if you hold your Zclassic at Bittrex, these guys are suggesting that Bittrex should automatically credit your Zclassic with the Bprivate. And I agree. I don't say to never store your stuff at an exchange, but a lot of people do. So make it easy. And if they make it easy, it will help boost the price of Bprivate. And hopefully Trezor will make storing Bprivate easily. We're not going to know all of this until right before February 28th. So you're going to have to be patient here. Okay. But I'm going to tweet some more stuff out there. Let's put some pressure on these people. Let the Bittrexes of the world know we want this process to be easy. We want our Bitcoin to be credited. We want our Zclassic to be credited with this Bprivate. And we want to get our Bprivate as fast as possible and turn it into Bitcoin because we want to keep on getting more and more Bitcoin. So good luck to the Bprivate people. Their white paper's coming up soon. Whenever they make an announcement over there, it seems like the price of Zclassic goes up, which is hilarious. They're pretty organized over there at Bprivate. You got to give them that. You gotta give them that. So I'm confident this is going to turn out pretty well. So February 28th is the big day. As it gets closer, we'll talk more and more about it. And here is a Reddit that I Reddit post about from Monero from a while ago. And it says what Fluffy Pony just did is not okay. And this is talks about the time that Fluffy Pony, a guy who's a major developer at Monero, when he made a big joke about a big announcement that Monero was going to make, and it pumped the price, and then there was no big announcement, so the price went down, and people were very angry. And so you can check that, and I alluded to this the other day, so you can check out what I was talking about. It's linked to below. Someone sent this to me, and someone else said, what's the point of a decentralized privacy coin having a face anyway? And that is a reason, you know, that whole story that went down, that example, and the whole philosophy of what is the point of a decentralized privacy coin having a face anyway is one of the reasons why this Monero V thing is happening. And Monero V is a crypto dividend of Monero, and that we're going to experience that on March the 14th. So I wanted to put that out there again. People like to hear about Monero. Again, people have asked me about this Litecoin Cash, Lcash thing, and I don't know about that. But what I do know is that top tier altcoin holders, they want their crypto dividends too. They clearly do. And they get excited. The Litecoin people have gotten excited. The Monero people have gotten excited. And some on both sides have gotten angry too. But from what I have seen, there are more people excited about these things because they just want something for free. They literally want a crypto dividend. They want a reward for holding their altcoin, their top tier altcoin. And it cannot be denied that Monero and Litecoin are top tier altcoins because they're getting their own crypto dividends. They're very popular. Monero is a great privacy coin. It might have better technology than Zcash, Zclassic, Bprivate. Let the market decide. Let's see how this goes down. All right, so Bitmex has a blog out where they talk about Tether. They do a whole analysis of Tether. And you might not want to read the whole thing. You might just want to read the conclusion because the conclusion is very interesting. Here's a quote from it. History has shown us that centralized systems with certain characteristics, censorship-resistant or anonymous transactions, tend to eventually get shut down by authorities. Tether has some of the same characteristics which these other systems had, and therefore it also may become attractive to criminals and suffer the same fate. So again, this guy is not fudding. The whole analysis that the Bitmex did, this guy, this company, whatever you want to say, it isn't to FUD. It isn't. They're not saying that it's a scam. That Tether is evil. That Tether is bankrupt. They're saying that it is centralized, and they mention other centralized financial mechanisms of the past that were similar, and how the government targeted them and shut them down. And they even mention that Ripple is susceptible to this. So read it for yourselves. And they recommend not keeping your wealth in Tether. And that's something I have recommended too, because again, value your wealth in Bitcoin. Keep your wealth in Bitcoin if you're going to keep it in a cryptocurrency, okay? This Tether thing could be, you know, it doesn't look like it's on the horizon right now, but eventually it could be targeted. A government could say, oh, now we think they're embezzling money, even though no one's doing that now. They can come up with an excuse, and it's centralized so they can shut it down, and they can do the same thing with Ripple. So again, I don't know why people are so crazy about Ripple. They should really think about this more so than Tether. At least Tether, it stays at a dollar value, okay? Ripple has, you know, it's gone up real high. You could lose a lot of money by buying it if it all of a sudden goes down real low. So, okay, that's it. Pound that like button. I think I covered everything I was supposed to today, right? Did I cover everything in the title? All right, I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below, and I'll say hi to you guys in the chat right now. Bye.